Hello world. What a wonderful day. But it is a very special day for me because I would say today is the culmination of this story. It is an extremely dramatic moment, a very potentially life-changing moment in my life, and I have to share this with you. The reasons for why I really have to share this with you will become more apparent, but in general it just feels like this whole story has been rather adventurous, and that is the reason that I wanted to start sharing in general, because I kind of almost couldn't believe myself what's been happening, and I wanted to make sure that I can make sense of it later on, and I wanted to make sure that people believe the entire arc. And now it's really focusing down on a kind of showdown, because I'm absolutely broke as I've never been in my life before. I just checked, I have 111 euro on my bank account and around 140 in my pocket, and that's all I got. And I don't have any security net. I've exhausted my unemployment benefits. I have exhausted all sources of private funding that I can tap with a clean conscience. And so right now I have about a runway of 3 weeks or maybe 1 month max. But for some reason I'm also as optimistic and bullish as never before, because I am working with the perfect co-founder on the perfect project for this time, with the perfect spirit. We check all the boxes. It's basically like living the dream of an entrepreneur, and we're getting the feedback, we're getting the support from the community, we're getting, even for the first time, quite positive responses from investors. And so for some reason I'm 100% convinced that something will work out and I will be able to continue living this dream. But I just wonder why it has to be that dramatic. Why does it really have to come down to my last penny? And maybe I'm just subconsciously making it dramatic because I love dramatic stories, and that way this video becomes more interesting. But maybe the universe also has this way of making stories turn out in such a way that they are like the most incredible, beautiful, but also dramatic. I even got to the point where I started kind of playing games with that, let's say, universal storyteller. And I thought that I really have to record this video before the meeting with an investor who was going to tell us his decision in that meeting. Because I thought I need to make sure that I share the moment where it's not yet clear that we're going to succeed, so that the story is told. And I thought that was stupid, so I didn't do the video then, and I just went to the meeting, and I was expecting a decision, and that would have basically decided the outcome of the story. But the guy who was supposed to make a decision was, for some reason, unavailable for the second time. He didn't show up. There was just the assistant there, and they didn't make a decision. So we got another week to wait before we get it. And so this time I'm like, I gotta make this video. So I'm ready, and the universe is ready, and the story is ready to move on to the next stage, whatever that might be. So yeah, I'm not really superstitious, but even just for the sake of beautiful stories, I like to sometimes believe in somewhat irrational things. And so now that this video is done, and you guys know how dramatic this story is, I'm really looking forward to its preliminary end, or at least season finale.